Okay, here we have the starter and solenoid, and after sitting on the living room floor for a wee while, I couldn't help myself but think we've got to be able to pull this apart to see what's really wrong with it. We knew that something's wrong in the solenoid. Now here's the starter, of course. Solenoid fits in here, it pulls this lever backs and forwards, which when we turn it over, pushes this gear, gear here, in and out into the flywheel, gear wheel. What do they call it? Doesn't really matter. It starts the engine, so it goes in and out. And the solenoid, so of course, fits in here. And there's the high tension lead from it going to the starter to run the starter, and everything's going. And here we have it. So it's all a sealed unit here, not like some of the earlier ones. This is a nice coil in here. It's copper windings, and this is our little metal plunger which goes in and out, and that operates the that lever, and where are we? Here, and operates the pinion so it meshes into the ring gear. A proper name for it. It's done by magnetism, so we fire a bit of power through this and this will go in, and it has a spring. It actually has two. I've taken one out because it gets a bit hard but to press, because I'm going to show you how this works or how it doesn't work. So we've got these two high tension leads here. One is power from the battery, and one then there's a switch in here, and then one goes to that cable there and operates the motor. So first thing we're going to see is this open? In other words, no connection. And if I shove this in, is there a connection between these two? Now there must be, because oh no, we haven't tested it properly yet though. So we turn on our little thingy here to ohms, and it'll give us that. Now I'm going to push this in here tight, and oh, we've got a connection. And take it open, come back a bit. Now I've got to sort of hold this and squeeze it hard because there's a fair amount of spring pressure on there. And so there we are, the switch in here is working between these two high tension pieces. Now the come here Michael, please. Now we'll use my buoy and we'll put this here. My buoy's going to hold one of these on here. So this is the operating the coil. Hold this, Michael, and I'll pull this over here, and I'll hold this one here, and we don't have any power going between here and here. Well, when I mean any power, I really mean the circuit is broken. So if we hold these together, look at that, we get 0, 0, 0. And if we go over here, keep that down there, Michael, nothing. And just to confirm, of course we've got nothing on here. Put that one on there, Michael. Nothing on there at the moment because it's open. I'm not squeezing the oh, I don't know what you call it, the bit of metal. I'll put that back on there, Michael. I'll put that on top. See, when we've got a connection between these, well, it works. So at the moment the starter wouldn't operate, but it's never going to operate because, put your one down on the bottom, because this coil is no longer intact. Now it's hundreds of little coils of copper going round and round and round in there, and that is the problem. And that started out working, probably had a minor fault there somewhere, a bit of a short, a bit of a kink, something wrong with manufacture. Started out working fine, then a minor, every now and then, not working, but start a few more times, give it a couple of kicks, and it would work, and then finally stopped altogether. So that is the issue. What we need is a new one of these. So that's the solenoid coil for the starter of the generator. Made in China, of course. I did go down to the auto shop here in Dunedin to see whether I could pick one of these up. They had to do measurements and so on because the numbers on here didn't mean anything to them. And unfortunately, they haven't got one. I was hoping to get a nice Mitsubishi one or some Japanese one which would last for ever and ever, but so we're still going to have to think of another option. Thank you very much. Bye.